The killer made only one mistake. Not because he was careless, but because he believed no one would ever notice it. Months later, detectives would stare at a single photograph for hours, realizing the answer had been hiding in plain sight from the very beginning. Rebecca Koster had already been dead for nearly 48 hours before anyone realized she was missing. But that's not the strange part. The strange part is that someone kept pretending she was still alive. Text messages, social media activity, even a phone call to her own mother. Every message sounded exactly like Rebecca. Except, Rebecca never wrote like that. Rebecca was 29, a pediatric nurse who lived by routine. Every morning started with coffee from the same cafe. Every Friday, dinner with her younger sister. Every Sunday, a video call with her parents. To everyone who knew her, Rebecca's life looked almost boring. But investigators would later discover that someone had been studying that routine for months. Someone knew exactly when she left work, exactly where she parked, exactly when nobody would notice she was gone. And by the time Rebecca realized she wasn't alone, it was already too late. Tuesday evening, Rebecca walked toward her car after a long hospital shift. Security cameras capture her smiling. A nurse waved goodbye. Rebecca waved back. That was the last confirmed moment anyone saw her alive. Her apartment lights never came on that night. Her dog barked for hours. Her dinner sat untouched on the kitchen counter. But while her family panicked, someone else was busy building the perfect lie. Because Rebecca's phone kept sending messages. Long day. Going to bed early. I'll call tomorrow. The words looked normal. The timing looked normal. Everything looked normal. Except, Rebecca never used periods in her texts. Whoever was sending those messages knew her life, but not her habits. Police first suspected a random abduction, until they found something disturbing. Rebecca wasn't chosen that night. She had been chosen months earlier. Receipts, parking records, security footage. The same dark SUV appeared near her workplace again, and again, and again. Whoever owned it wasn't following her for one day. They were studying her, watching, waiting, learning every move she made. And then, one Tuesday, they acted. 3 weeks later, a hiker entered a quiet stretch of woodland just outside town. He noticed something unusual. Not blood, not clothing, flowers, fresh flowers. Someone had been visiting the same isolated spot over and over again. Police searched the area. Beneath loose soil, they found Rebecca. The crime scene shocked even veteran detectives. There were almost no fingerprints, almost no DNA, almost no evidence. It looked like a perfect crime, until investigators enlarged one forgotten photograph. In the corner, barely visible, was the reflection of a custom keychain hanging from a rearview mirror. A detail so small that nobody noticed it during the first investigation. But once detectives identified that keychain, the killer's entire story collapsed. The suspect denied everything. He claimed he barely knew Rebecca. Then detectives showed him the surveillance footage, the phone records, the GPS history, and finally, the photograph. His expression changed instantly. For the first time, he stopped talking. Weeks later, a jury returned a guilty verdict. Rebecca's family finally had answers. But one question still haunted everyone involved. How many other victims had escaped simply because they noticed they were being watched before it was too late? Sometimes killers don't hide in the shadows. Sometimes they hide inside ordinary routines. And by the time the pattern becomes obvious, the story is already over.